Hi, this is Fred and Tris with Shockstrap. Today we're going to do a pull-off and show you exactly how we work compared to our competition. And again, Shockstrap itself, once you've stretched it and engaged it, that bottom hook doesn't come loose, as you'll see shortly. And one of the things that we compare ourselves to our competition, a lot of folks like to see the size of the hooks. As you can see, most big box stores, this is what you get, and ours obviously is oversized. That comes into play when you've got a big quad, a side-by-side, or even motorcycle handlebars. The little hooks just don't typically go around them. So what we did on our machine, so that we literally could show you a direct comparison side-by-side, we had some little half-inch pipe welded on here just to make it blatantly obvious how it works. We've got them tight, and the first thing we're going to do, and then we'll talk about a few other things, but Tris, let's just go ahead and act like we're hitting a washboard road, honestly a speed bump, it can happen, and see what happens. You ready? That, I know that looks too easy. I'm right there with you folks, but if you knew how tight this was, there we go. Literally, that is a guy thing where we've got these tight on purpose. And candidly, if you look at ours, you barely see a gap here. We hardly have ours stretched at all, but we really wanted to show you hit the bumps and what happens. So I don't want to belabor the point. Most of you know, if you've had straps, that they either come loose or come off. And again, most of you know that if you've had our straps, they've got a 2-year warranty, but we have customers out to 10 years on them now. And once you engage them, that hook doesn't come loose. As a matter of fact, Tris has one from 2006. What you telling about, Tris?
We had an individual come into our booth at a trade show and say, I think you guys would be interested in this. Bought this in 2006, and when I use it on my snow machines and on my quads, when I'm not using it, I throw it in the back of the pickup. So in the winter it's buried in the snow, in the summer the sun's beating down on it. He says, so here's an example of one that's 7 years old and how it still works. We put it on the machine and it still does everything a brand new one will do.
Yeah, it is amazing. He gave us a pair of those. In fact, we gave 2 new ones to trade them. He didn't even want to trade those out at first. He literally was saying, but they still work. And we had to say, buddy, you're not going to get 5 more years out of them, so please let us have them. A real story. Matter of fact, I had one recently, a lady named Diane from California. Her husband's a long-haul trucker, and she does travel with him, and he's always tried to teach her how to tie knots, and she said, Fred, I'm not a knot tire. I will never be a knot tire. I use your straps. I just set them. They work. We go down the road. Recently, she said I needed to buy more. In fact, he's the one who asked me to buy more, and I quizzed her a little further. I said, but I thought he's a rope guy, and she goes, you know what, he wants 3 19-footers for himself, so I think you just won him over. So, you know, it's always nice to have those stories. And Tris was in Wyoming recently at another dealer, and this is another funny story.
I walked into this shop. It was a motorcycle and 4-wheeler shop, and I asked the owner of the shop if he had time to watch a video, and I had 2 shock straps in my hand, and he saw what I had, and he says, I don't need to watch any video. He says, how many cases of those straps do you have with you? I've been looking for him, and I can't find them.
Yeah, so he had been a dealer years ago, and we got him back very quickly. So the other thing I didn't mention as I was showing you the competition, but if you ever get the chance, when you're literally going to go buy straps, look at our packaging and look at theirs. If you flip theirs over in the back, it typically says right on there in black and white, one of the bullets, every 30 to 50 miles, pull over and adjust the tension on the strap. It's true. There is no doubt. They do come loose, or quite frankly, they may be off. You won't see that on ours, folks. That bottom hook never comes off. Tris, let's just pull this again just to show people. You know, you may see it flex, and you can see obviously the shock strap working, but folks, that bottom hook just stays tight, doing exactly what it was meant to do. There's always tension on that bottom hook. So we've told you about real customers. We certainly have told you we have a 2-year warranty. We haven't mentioned that it's 6 foot, 10 foot, and 19 foot, in black and red. The other thing we're going to do at the end of this year, we'll have some new colors also, in yellow and blue, for all those that have yellow motorcycles and blue trucks. You'll be happy to know that there's going to be other choices. So again, it's all in the stretch. Shockstrap. Thank you.
Thank you.